Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to episode 39 of season 5 of the Roll Up Podcast. As we stand one episode away from the midway point of the comeback season. Again, as I say every episode, I just want to say thank you for your continuous, unwavering support. Whether it be subscribing to the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, I just want to say thank you for allowing this podcast to be a beacon of positivity along your journey. If you supported the campaign on social media by following, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, engaging with the content in general, I just want to say thank you for helping me spread the movement via word of mouth. As I said the last 20 episodes, I shall forever give thanks like a pilgrim. But before we go any further, we got to cover some bases first. I would like to extend the invitation, if you haven't done so already, to like, comment, and subscribe to the campaign. We taking over the algorithm this year, so help me out. Share this with a homie, share this with the friends, share it to your feed, engage with the content on social media, and be sure to follow the campaign on Instagram and Threads at the Roll Up Podcast. Also, be on the lookout for the YouTube channel as well. You can subscribe at the Sauce Brady Experience. Again, the link in my bio has expired. I'm creating a new website as we speak. I got a couple days until it's official, so make sure y'all be on the lookout for that as well. Also, be sure to check out the Sauce Factory and grab you some merch. You can use code TRUPOD, that's TRUPOD, to receive 30% off your merch. The Season 5 collection is available right now. And remember, if you make a purchase on the Sauce Factory and the Spot, you'll receive an autographed copy of my second book titled You Deserve Better, which is available right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Speaking of Amazon and Barnes & Noble, you can also find my first book, Here's the Truth, on those sites as well. Both are great reads, and as you set out to achieve greatness, both books are going to give you the extra boost, the extra encouragement that you need to continue to chase your dreams. I will also be starting a new campaign very soon titled Gaming with Sauce, where I live stream some of my favorite video games, and we can sit down, do a Q&A, chop it up, possibly burn one, so we can connect with one another. I'm excited to embark on this live stream journey, so make sure y'all stay tapped in for that as well. So now that we got the business out of the way, you already know it's time that we get down to the get down. As we stand one episode away from the midway point of the comeback season, I'd like to reiterate that this season is about handling business to make sure that this year is the beginning of decades of consecutive wins. Each episode is centered around encouraging you to do what you love to do, which will translate to you living your best life. As Meg Whitman put it for today's quote, do what you love and success will follow. Passion is the fuel behind a successful career. When we think about how following our passions lead us to living a fulfilled life, it turns out that they are a source of inspiration, the reason why our creativity thrives, increases our drive, and plays a key part in the meaning and purpose we give our life. When we think about overcoming adversities and finding inspiration when we are in a slump, it's important that we understand that our passions will give us the necessary motivation to continue to learn daily. They will fan the fire to our commitment, and they help us mentally as we handle our daily missions. Seeing that we're halfway through the year, it's important now, more than ever, that we don't ease off the pressure. We've talked about the power of belief a lot this season, but it's a necessary trait to acquire if you're serious about making drastic changes in our lives. The topic of many of my previous discussions have all revolved around the concept of living your best life. This mantra has followed me through the last couple of months, and it has sparked a conversation within myself that has challenged me to practice what I preach. When you break down the phrase, the first half is living your. To live or give life takes action. To become whoever it is you want to be, it takes action. In order to take that first step in living your best life, you must take action by directing your thoughts towards your specific destination. We all have grown up in different household settings. Some of us call home to a place where the love is conditional where the love is unconditional and the support is genuine. Others have called home to places where love is a figment of the imagination and support is scarce. No matter which background you came from, you are ultimately in control of how your life plays out. When we think about our best life, we simply imagine ourselves in a place where all of our dreams and ambitions have come full circle and our pain and suffering is no more. We imagine ourselves being able to make an impact on not only our life, but the life of those that have helped us along our process. But in order for our best lives to manifest, we must embrace who we are. Embracing who we are as an individual is fundamental to this entire process. Embracing yourself, no matter your sexual preference, your religion, your lifestyle, also plays a huge factor in living our best lives. Life is full of things we don't understand. Many things we'll have an answer for, some things we won't. But in order to truly unlock who we are as living beings, we have to live unapologetically and disregard of all who don't accept who we are. We've all been in the moment of having a big idea that caused an epiphany in which we become excited and felt the need to share this idea with someone. Instead of them embracing the idea, they shoot it down. They'll say, "You'll never become insert your dream here because no one in our family has done it and you'll be no different." Or my personal favorite, "It's too many people in that field, you'll never get in." These type of heinous statements will eventually seep into your thought process and contaminate what you use. They will seep into your thought process and contaminate what used to be pure. In order to truly live our best lives, we must learn to ride the waves because life comes fast. Some situations we have to put in some time for, others happen almost instantly. Regardless of how opportunities arise, the only way to ensure that your life goes the way you want it to is to be grateful for all situations, both good and bad. Ultimately, living our best life comes down to us being grateful. Grateful for getting another 24 hours to make a change. Grateful for the people that are in our lives, and most of all, being grateful for who we are. In order to truly live your best life, you have to be selfish and think about yourself. However, it is very crucial to ask yourself, how is this next decision going to benefit the rest of my life? Living a life full of everyone's decisions instead of your own will slowly lead you down the path to destruction. Living a life full of your own choices will lead you to the promised land. Today, let's practice embracing ourselves, our actions, our gifts, and our talents. Let's enjoy being in each other's company and give each other flowers while we can smell them. Let's live our best life by appreciating where we are at this moment, and let's allow this feeling of gratefulness to take over our lives. As we set out to crush our goals this year and see our manifestations materialize, it's important that we continue to do what makes us feel alive. If you're unsure what that is, I highly recommend that you find a way to sit in meditation, sit in silence, sit in prayer to find your way. The faster we can acknowledge what makes us feel alive and chase it relentlessly, the faster we can move out of our own way to thrive in ways we've never done so before. This episode is your reminder that you are more capable of changing your situation, and it all starts by doing whatever it is you love to do. Is it risky chasing your passion? Absolutely. But the real question is, when the phone rings and opportunities come running, are you going to accept the call and make the trip? Or are you going to continue to convince yourself that where you are is all that's meant for you? As I say in every episode, I believe in you. I believe in your abilities to become successful. But no matter how bad I believe it, you got to see it for yourself. You are more than worthy to live your best life right now. Not when you get that dream job, that dream relationship, or any other materialistic thing you're balancing your happiness on. Learn to love yourself and appreciate yourself and watch how the path reveals itself. This was a short and sweet episode, but I can guarantee you when we get to the second half, it's finna be a lot more lengthier conversations. It's finna be a lot more soul touching. It's finna be a lot more light sharing. So again, thank you for tuning in for today's episode. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the campaign. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast on YouTube at the Sauce Brady Experience. Be sure to follow the campaign on Instagram and Threads at the Roll Up Podcast. Be sure to grab you some merch, because remember, if you grab you some merch, you automatically get an autographed copy of my book, You Deserve Better. And as always, thank you for spending some time with your boy. Roll you a fatty, because you deserve it. Peace.